goodness, they're hyped. Well, as I understand, you have some really cool stuff to share with us. So let's get to that. What do you got for us, man?
Well, first, before I get to that, thank you everybody for coming out. Really appreciate it.
RocketLeague started off mainly with me and Matt. Us two have really been like that power duo since the beginning. We teamed up originally with Amoney. We didn't really do too well. We got 1-4 against every team. And then, you know, we kind of upgraded, went up to like master tier. It was really nice getting an upgrade like that, because you give us a decent teammate, we actually can make land. It's a big difference. 7th place to 1st place, or 2nd place. In Season 2, I became a sub for Orbit rather than deciding to compete. I was really busy with school at the time. I had no time to really put into RocketLeague.
My boy, he is playing extremely well, and that's all he wanted from this, and anything extra. They made it to day 3. That is all they wanted. Now they're playing with house money.
Honestly, coming into this weekend, I'm not sure how many people were looking for them to make a deep run. A lot of questions, North America versus Europe, but Rogue having a lot of answers to those questions. Coming into this tournament, taking out the leftovers 3-1 before falling to Mocket to get to this point. But let's shift the conversation here, because the team on the other side, you got
walk away with that full 3-0 sweep on Rogue. Rogue starting the attack. Turtle and Sizz working together. Turtle, an air dribble into the net. Across the goal! 9 seconds left, and Sizz will get the credit for the tie.
The duo coming out from these boys. What a play from Turtle to dribble that up slow and steady, and then play that to Sizz. What are you doing?
I'm out of breath from that play. Rogue, absolutely incredible.
Family?
Thank you so much to the fans for watching, especially the European ones at home, because right here it's a bit it's kind of an American crowd, but we can deal with it. It's fine.
Well done. Well, you guys have heard from Remkoe and Northern Gaming. We're gonna send it back over to the desk now with Axel Toss.
Thank you, Joey, and congrats to Northern Gaming. Very solid start to the day. At first, we were getting to the end there. We saw that overtime.
Breezy can put this somewhere dangerous off that backboard. Cooks it, just wants to keep it away from Siki, who was rotating it in to try and get it away. Ferrer will now be able to. You can see Marky on that sidewall predicting the play. They want to keep this in the leftovers half, and this is exactly why, because Breezy can put it straight down. And Siki comes in, the angel of defense, saving his team.
Able to come down from the backboard on top of the crossbar. He saves it and keeps his team in the lead, but how long will it last? Marky to the corner.
Siki didn't even...
I mean, I guess it wasn't an issue the first time he tried to do it, but he's had a lot of defenders in his way.
A couple chances. They need a goal soon. Siki still being a nuisance on defense.
This is
Turtle
rough.
puts a shot in, saved again.
Siki is a beast in defense right now. Almost enough. Deevo gets a touch to Turtle.
What?
On the goal line.
Put it in!
Finally finishes it off, but can we give credit to Deevo? What a pass!
What a touch indeed.
What even is that?
Turbo not able to get it. I think he was surprised as well, but everybody rotating back in, sending the house. 9 seconds.
For boost, struggling to keep things out of their own net, and that was much similar to what they had in Game 1.
I had a feeling that even if both teams were to bring out their best, I think just the congruency and them being able to work together. Northern Gaming's been together so much longer. Even if both teams were at their prime, I think Northern Gaming already had an advantage.
And then Remkoe thought it was in the final half minute. No, Remkoe. You guys scored with 9 seconds left on the clock, still down by 1. And then a kickoff goal. Turbo picks up this boost, and then you see Remkoe.
Been known to mix it up, but probably most well known for the breakout. What was this? Garrett G comes out with the hat trick.
I think this actually went on Fairy Peak for the final touch. Garrett tries to follow this through, gets one more front flip to push it. Fairy Peak tried to read the initial trajectory, but he will be the one to sink it in. 4 goals with about half the game left. That team to take 4 games is the one that will come out on top, so there's still a lot of time.
3-1, 26 seconds. Garrett G to Fireburner. Jacob lurking high upfield as only Jacob does. He drops it down. Garrett G puts it through.
What?
20 seconds left. What? It's a 1-goal game.
Watch this passing play. Fireburner out to Jacob from the back wall of Mocket. Drops it down perfectly for Garrett G.
Oh,
There's the trust of NRG.
And that is the sort of thing that we have
Been the MVP of this tournament, and then Fairy Peak, besides the own goal, was making some huge plays.
I think in Rocket League in general, across all these games, you can really tell which teams are able to push through after having very close matches, and Mocket able to do that. And that's a huge testament. Going all the way to 7 games, staying in it, back and forth, but able to keep their resolve, retain their mentality. And I want to allude to what Fairy Peak was saying there. Every time they scored, they screamed. Is that what I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Yes. Because we were expecting Turbo to be a largely defensive player like he was on Kapow, yet he hasn't been on this team. It's required just off that sidewall, but Fireburner still pretty much by himself. He's going to allow Deevo to move himself forward. He's going to get a double tap off that sidewall. Very impressive there by Deevo.
It's exactly how the OCE players know him. Deevo is the double tap god as he plays one off, just rolling through, able to touch it again and put that in the back of net. We're less than 1 minute in and already up by 3 for Northern Gaming.
Yep, if you want to respond to a loss, this is exactly how you do it. 3 goals on the trot. And they have just been tearing.
Play the smart, he does.
15 seconds
in
left.
front of the net with 15 seconds left. Dapper, control, they just have to hold it off. 1 goal is needed for flip side tactics, so they're going into the lower bracket.
Oh, could that be it?
Cuts, Timmy, we'll stop it off. 2, 1, the shot.
No, it's down there! Oh, they tied it up! They tied it up! What are you doing? Oh, my goodness!
Flip side tactics with 0 seconds left. Pulls it back with a mistouch on defense from Selfless, and we're going in overtime.
They thought it was all over, that soft touch to kill it, but just waiting.
It'll maybe let Turbo come from the back with momentum, and he took his spot. But either way, Mocket will take the first goal of game number 2.
Great way to play for Mocket here. They finally see a chink in the armor of Northern Gaming's defense, and they immediately capitalize on it, now with the lead here at halftime in game number 2. Remkoe, can he do this by himself? He draws up 2, the savior coming out for Fairy Peak. 3 saves already in this game. Turbo Pulse is going to have to play this one smart, but Fairy Peak's shot goes wide. Dodged the bullet. It was excellent cover. They're not really sure who's going to go for the clears. Deevo looks for the pressure. Open net. Can he double tap this in? Oh my goodness! The Oceania region named that move after this player, and look at him perform here on the world stage.
Reading Fairy Peak's first touch. What is that? An absolute monster.
Do it with Turbo, and they did that and more. They made it all the way here to the finals. And look at these champions, ladies and gentlemen.
Constantly living in the shadows of flip side tactics, Remkoe now must feel so good. He's